what I want to clarify here is just the pre-sale research that you should do and how we can make the most of our listing titles. That's mainly uh, the important factor here. So there are really two things that will make your listing jump out ahead of others. Two main things that are going to help. The image and how good your image is, how sharp it is, that's going to be one big one that will help a lot. And then the title. And the title is probably the most important thing we can do with our listings, because that is really the only searchable part, or the primary searchable part for the listings. When somebody goes in to do a search on eBay, and I've got a search here, we'll just act like we're starting fresh. So I've done a search for safety cabinet drawer latches. And actually, let's pull out drawer because it might be, I think these are more door latches. So we're just going to call them safety cabinet latches. And even safety latches, I think, would be good enough. But what, so that'll give us a little broader search. So I run the search with safety cabinet latches. I've got 321 results of active listings. Then if we go down on the left-hand column and click completed listings, we can see those that have actually completed, and that's where I get an idea of how much I should charge for them. There's some here that are out of package. That's a 12-pack that sold for $4.50 plus $2.50 shipping. So there's $7 for a used lot of 12. And if we scroll down a little bit, we see a Safety First 14-pack wide grip cabinet locks and drawer latches that sold for $8.95 with free shipping. So there we're looking at basically $9 for these items, and it's only going to cost a couple bucks, maybe $1.90 or so to ship these, because they'll go first class. They're going to be real low weight items. So we've got the potential of we know we can sell them for a pretty good price. We know we've got some that have sold recently, because we can see the date here. The 12 used ones sold on the 17th. The 14-pack sold on the 17th. There's a 10-pack of different ones that sold on the 16th. So they are an item that is selling often enough, and so I'm confident that we can sell them. And in fact, we can see the exact item that you have, the 14-pack, listed here, selling for $8.95. So I would list these separately. But what we want to do is look at all of these listings that are here, especially those that sold, and pull keyword phrases out of there to build our own title. And one thing I see is they're using the Safety First brand. So that's something we want to put in there. For the 14-pack, we want to enter that 14-pack. And if it is wide grip items, then we'd want to put that in there. And I've got yours over here. We could browse that and look real quick. 14-pack cabinet and drawer latch. Doesn't say anything about wide grip, but so we may not need the wide grip part in there. But then we've got cabinet, locks, and drawer latches. All of those words are important. Latches, drawer, locks, cabinet. But there's another listing here that has door. I would also put door in there. That one also has kids and baby. If we can get kids and baby in there, I would do that as well. And so those are all key phrases that I would put in. And if we find a listing like that already has a lot of those key phrases, you click sell one like this right underneath it. We've already got those primary keywords in there. It has those, it'll start with all of that as your title. And I'm going to see what else we can get in there. Just sign in here, and it doesn't like my user. There we go. Forgot my password. All right. So we come right into the item. Now this one that I'm copying, or that I said sell similar, it has a hyphen and spaces and then item and then space # for the item number. I don't think that's necessary. We could put the item number in there and leave that, but we don't need all those other things in there. So I don't know that this is wide grip. If it is, we'll add that back in, but I'm going to take it out for now. So we've got safety first, 14-pack cabinet locks and drawer latches. I would put cabinet. Actually, we could just throw the extra words off on the end. We could put door, kids, child, baby. So if somebody searches for cabinet baby lock or locks, they'll get our listing. Ours will come up because we have the word baby in there, and we have the cabinet, and we have lock and locks. If they search for cabinet child locks, we have the word child in there, so that would come up as well. And so we want to get just as many of these keyword phrases in there as we can, and maybe even put the door, kids, child, baby words in front of cabinet at the beginning of it, just so that the proximity of where people might type them in would be relevant to how they type in. Okay. So we fill that title up as much as we can. Now I still have 4 characters remaining, but honestly I don't think we have any other words we need to put in there. We've got door, kids, child, baby, cabinet, locks, drawer, latches. So I think we're good. We've got the item number, we've got the brand, safety first, we've got that it's a 14-pack. So I think we've done pretty good there with that title. So you should fill up that title as much as you can, okay? So using that title real well like that will help us. And then the next thing we look at is the images. Now I don't have an image of this particular item, but I do have images that I've taken of some items, and so we'll just go and do a quick search on to find an image here. And I just want to put this in the video so you can see how your images can be uploaded and edited within eBay. So I've taken, I took my picture of this item on a white background with a large piece of white paper in the background, and so I can now crop it so that it's just around the item itself and crop out more of the background. And then use eBay's tool to increase the brightness just a little bit if needed, which this one can use a little bit of increase in brightness, and then the contrast. And doing that with both brightness and contrast will basically white out that background. So now instead of a gray background, I've got a completely white background that'll just blend in to the page, so that we've got this nice sharp image standing out that basically has no, it looks almost like a stock photo. I mean, it's a very clean, crisp image, and that's the way you'd want to do your images, is take them, if you can, put a piece of white paper or a poster board or something like that behind it, and that's cheap to pick up, at Walmart or something for a few bucks, and it will do so much to help you in getting listings sold on eBay. So that's a few dollars well worth spending for your business right there. Okay. And then I also do black backgrounds on some of my items, and I'll pull some of those up to show you as well. If we come over to my listings, so some of the items I have are more of a white item. And so I think they look better with a black background. And here's one that, here's a real good one. So orange stands out really good on a black background. And so here's an item that I did that I'll show you in the video that has, I just did it against a black tabletop. And you can see that it just really stands out sharp, and because of the light color of the orange items, it's something that stands out better against a black background than it would a white background. So if you've got a lighter colored item, or yellow or orange or red even, those colors really go well against black, especially the yellow or orange, those light colors. And then if there's a white item, then you'd want to do that. And then let's see, let's back up that. Okay, so the title and the image, those are two things that I want you to look at that I think will make a huge improvement in anything that you're doing with your listings. And I'm going to just back up real quick and look at some more of some of the other items so that I can give you suggestions within this video that I'm going to send you. So if we can get back to those. Here we go. We'll go this way. All right. So the Pittsburgh Steelers hat, for example. Oh, and one other thing, I noticed a lot of your pictures are sideways here, and that image editor also offers you the option to rotate the image, so you can rotate it straight up. So with this Pittsburgh Steelers hat, rotate it, crop it closer around the hat. We don't want it to cropped long. We don't want it to cut out the edge on either side, because we don't want it either tall or long. We want it more square. So leave a bit of the background in there, but cut out after you rotate it, cut out the top and the bottom of it so that you're a little closer that way and it's more of a square image. But then that image right there could look a lot better if you just increase the contrast on it. It doesn't need brightness increase on this one, but the contrast increasing could really make that jump out and grab people's attention, and that'll look a lot better. And then in the title, you've got Pittsburgh Steelers hat, brand new, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Well, we doubled the words Pittsburgh and Steelers. We don't need that in there twice. What we could do is do Pittsburgh Steelers cap, hat, and brand new's okay. It's not as big a thing. It's not something that people are necessarily going to be searching, but it's something we could put in there. And then we might not only cap, but we might put baseball, baseball cap, team, any of those phrases that somebody might put in. Oh, it says kids on the bill there, so let's put kids in there so that they know it's a kid-size hat. So those are, and maybe child or childs or children or all of those. And we can put all of those in that title. And so if we got rid of the extra Pittsburgh Steelers and maybe even the brand new, we could put just new perhaps, but that would give us a lot more room to put in key phrases that are directly relevant to the product and that people would be likely to search.